it's been a little bit. I think it's been a little too long since I've been able to connect and give you guys an update on how everything is going. So there's lots to talk about. Whew. So I am super excited and just super happy to be able to share this journey that I am in. And the season that I'm calling this journey that I am in is really self-care. My gosh, if you don't show up for yourself, you can't show up for no one. So that is the season that I have been in, and that has pretty much kind of been a little unintentional, and then it became intentional. So after leaving work and just making the decision that I wasn't going to be going back to school until the fall, and that's still a little bit like there's not that 150% with that, but there's the works on it. There's the plan there. But it's not my main focus. Like, it was a focus for me before, like, I had to finish. I kind of feel really happy and content with where I'm at. And this took a lot of prayer. This took a lot of time with the Lord and just meditating on the word of God for the Lord to really show me that my contentment, my joy, my happiness does not come from what I can obtain. It comes from the Lord and the Lord alone. So because I've been on that season of self-discovery, I've been on that season of self-care, I've been on that season of just me and the Lord, it's been pretty interesting to say the least. And I have to say that I have been learning some things even about myself. So it's been a very interesting journey. So let me just share with you, because I have so much to really share, and I'm going to try to touch on little bits and pieces of the overall on what's really going on. So I've been having this opportunity to be able to spend more time at home. So I've been more present for my husband, for my children. So of course, my husband works a full-time job and my children are at school, and I have now the liberty to actually breathe. Yes, I can breathe. So that feels really good. You know, if you ever watched the movie Waiting to Exhale, it's like that moment where you're like, just, okay, kick back, sit back, let yourself go. Has definitely been in the works for me in this specific season. So I've just been doing a lot of self-care, taking care of myself, my mind. I'm really just focusing on the word of God, spending that quiet time with the Lord, doing those things that I so yearned to do before. Not that I didn't do it, but now I have the luxury and the opportunity to be able to do it more. So for that, I'm super grateful. So it's been amazing. It's been a very interesting journey, like I said, but it's just been really good, I have to say. There's times that I have my ups and downs with it, but then I quickly come to the realization that this is a blessing from the Lord, that He has given me the blessing and the gift of time, right? Not too many people can say that, and I can honestly say that I've been gifted the blessing and the gift of time. So I've been able to use that time to be productive with it, because if you know me, if anybody knows me, is that I am a worker. I cannot stay still. I always have to do something. I'm like a little busy bee, but where the Lord has me is just really focusing on Him, putting Him first, right? And recognizing that everything, right, your daily task and everything that you do, right, that everything is secondary, that I have to make sure to be in tune with the Lord. So that's where He has been having me. So that's been an amazing journey. I love this season. I get to embrace myself. I get to love on myself. I get to really just spend time with me. I get to show up for myself, and that is amazing. But I also want to share with you the routine that I am on, because I've literally created, y'all, a routine for myself, and it's been like this everyday thing that I have been doing, because I said to myself, I'm going to be intentional about showing up for myself. Y'all, I've been showing up for myself. So that part has been good. So let me just take you back a little bit. So after I decided to, be home more and be more present for my husband and my children, I also decided that I wanted to go on this health journey. on eating better, being mindful of what I eat because I did want to lose weight. So I am obviously not like super overweight, but I have been overweight for quite some time. After having children, I kind of like just was like not really caring about gaining weight. But then again, as you get older, it kind of does affect your health. So I had to now be mindful and think wiser. So I am on this journey that I am like, Lord have mercy. Like when I tell you I've been so mindful about everything that I eat, I'm mindful on how I cook. I am mindful on how much salt I am adding to food. Well, in my case, I don't add salt at all. I add other salt-free seasonings to my meats when I am cooking, and I'm choosing different ways on how to cook without adding so much sodium and things that are not good for your temple, for your body, because your body is a temple of the Lord, right? So I've been showing up for myself with my health. So that's like, boom, that's like number one. So I've been cooking differently. I've been buying things that are more, just being health conscious and just making sure that what I'm buying, not only for myself, because it's also for my family, so that they can also, begin to implement healthier habits. It starts with me, right? I'm the one that cooks. I'm the one that's setting the tone here at home, right? So I have to be sure to show up for them the way I'm showing up for myself, because we're a family, right? This is a collaboration with the family. And guess what? And this is really important. Your first ministry is your home. Your first ministry is your husband, your wife, your children, right? That's the first. You can't help nobody. You can't help nobody unless you do what you need to do for yourself first, right? You cannot pour from an empty cup. So you got to make sure that you're taking care of you, that you are practicing self-care. You are, mainly number one, you are spending that time with the Lord, and that the Lord is filling you, that the Lord is pouring his spirit in you, saturating you with him, with his word, so that now you can show up in a better way, right? You're not showing up out of exhaustion. You're not showing up because you have to. You're showing up because you showed up for yourself first, right? So let me tell you, I've been changing the routine at home with the eating, with how I cook, with what I am buying. I've been just cooking better, just being more mindful of the choices that I make when I am shopping, when I am grocery shopping. I'm making sure that I'm selecting the items that are the best for my family. I'm not always a perfect eater, so I don't want you to no. Your girl loves pizza, your girl loves chocolate, your girl loves sweets. But something that I have been doing is that I have been changing that. So I have been eliminating sugar. So let me start with that one. Sugar has been something that has been my downfall for many years, right? I love sweets. I just can't help it, as many of us, right? So that had to be my number one turnaround. So what I've been doing is that I've just been eliminating sugar completely. So this has been working for me, because now that I've decreased and almost, not completely, almost eliminated sugar, when I taste something that has sugar, it's too sweet for me now. So I'm good now in the sense that my taste buds is getting used to no sugar, which is what I was praying for, right? So that's number one, right? Because I needed to cut back on so much of the addiction that I had with sugar, right? And then there's also that component of, eating your fruits, eating your vegetables. So now I began to eat bowls, right? At one point I was just going to playa bowls. If you know anything about playa bowls, you have your fruit stores, your fruit bowl stores where they make you a bowl with fruits and all that yummy stuff, right? And it was getting a little pricey, so I just began to make them at home. I got the recipe on how to do what to do, and just it's not even a recipe, right? It's putting your fruits together and dazzling it with whatever you want to add on top, honey, Nutella, whatever it is, and you make it good. So I began to do that. And you'll see a video that I have on how I make the bowls that I make, and you'll be able to see that's how I was able to lose some weight, is because I was actually sticking to just eating that. Not only that all day, every day, but that would be sometimes my breakfast. Sometimes that would be my lunch. Maybe I would have a different kind of breakfast, and then I would make the bowl my lunch, and then I would have a small dinner. I was not snacking as much as I was doing before because my husband and I had this thing that we was always snacking. So now we kind of cut back. Sometimes we have like coffee together, but I don't drink coffee with sugar. Zero, no sugar. And it tastes perfectly fine. I drink Guatemalan coffee. I absolutely love Guatemalan coffee because it's like medium. It's not like espresso and like strong. So I because your typical coffee makes me very jittery. So I can deal with Guatemalan coffee. It's been really good. So, okay, so that's what I've been doing on this health journey because I'm trying to lose weight. And guess what? It's working. Your girl has been able to lose a couple of pounds, and I'm super happy about that because guess what? These were things I couldn't really do before. I couldn't focus on me. I was busy focusing on work and helping others and meeting the needs of others. Nothing wrong with that. You just cannot forget about yourself, right? So I kind of forgot about myself a little bit because I was pouring, and I got a little burnt out. Your girl got burnt out. But thank God that has all changed, right? I'm glad it happened the way it did because now it afforded me the opportunity to look back and see what I was doing wrong so that now I can make different arrangements, that I can, take a different route and do things better and wiser, right? So that's what I've been doing, and it's been working really great. I've been able to spend more time with my husband, been able to spend more time with my children, which was so well needed. So that has been really, really good. I'm going to give you a quick routine on what my typical day looks like on a normal day. So on a normal day, and I'm going to just refer here for during the week, not really like the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, but like on a Monday morning, right? Waking up super early. So what I'm doing is I'm trying my very best to wake up before even my husband wakes up and my children wake up. Why? Because I want to spend that time with the Lord. I want to be able to pray, get into my word, because I need to start my day with the Lord pouring into me, right? So that everything that I tackle it from the lens of a spiritual view, a spiritual perspective. So I do that. And then after I do that, of course, by that time, my husband's starting to wake up, and then I'm waking up my kids, making sure that, they start, getting ready for school and so forth. Now I am preparing breakfast. While I'm preparing breakfast, or at least once I'm done preparing breakfast, making sure my kids eat breakfast, I'm making lunch because my kids do take lunch to school every day. So I'm making sure that I'm making lunch for them so that they can pack their lunch and they have everything ready. Because my husband does the drop-offs in the morning and I do the pickups in the afternoon. So we kind of work it like that, and it kind of works really well. He gives me that liberty in the morning so that I can just get settled, because sometimes the mornings can be a little difficult because I am trying to accomplish a lot. And because he knows that, he gives me the opportunity to be able to just, get it together, and he drops off the kids in the morning. So that has been really well. So that has been the routine. Now, once he's taking the kids to school, once they leave, of course, I'm back in the kitchen. I'm cleaning, washing, everything, because I'm like OCD clean, and I got to make sure that I have a clean kitchen, because cleanliness is really important to your girl. Absolutely. It just is, right? So I'm making sure that I clean, and then once I clean, this is so weird about me, then I can make myself something to eat. So that's when I begin to make myself some breakfast. My breakfast will consist of either Greek yogurt with flaxseed or berries on top, or strawberries on top, with a dazzle of Nutella. Sometimes it's gonna be a fruit bowl, bananas and strawberries, and even blueberries, and chia pudding, and I'm adding all these things, granola, and just different things, and I'm making myself a bowl. So that's what I have been doing. Oftentimes, I also make sure to begin to prepare the dinner. So whatever I'm gonna make for dinner, I begin to work that in the morning, when I'm at home, at peace, when the worship music is playing, and it's just me and the Lord. It is the best time, the best thing in the whole wide world. I wouldn't trade it. So I'm preparing things and getting everything done because I want to prep for the day so that everything is structured, that I don't have to wait till 5 o'clock and start cooking. No, we done took care of that early in the morning, and that's what I do. So after I do that, I eat my breakfast and so forth, right? I wait maybe a good 35-40 minutes, right? I sit down. Sometimes I go right back into my word, and I just read. But then after that, after I've had at least 40 minutes of just relaxed time, I start my workout. Your girl is working out 5 days a week, leaving only 2 days to just rest. So my body be aching, my body be hurting, but I've been pushing my body to the limit. I've been pressing through to working out and making it a habit every single day, at least at the very minimum 5 days. That's like my minimum. Like, I'm not doing 2 days. That's not gonna do nothing for me. I mean, but don't get me wrong. Let me rewind. Let me take that back. If 2 days is what you're doing, give yourself an applause, because guess what? Making the effort is better than no effort. But in my case, right, I just been making it consistent that I want to do at least 5 days, because I'm not trying to just like sleep on this. I'm trying to make sure that I see improvements and that I see the results that I'm looking for. So your girl's been working out 5 days a week. So I go ahead and I pop on my videos and I begin to just, put on my workout clothes, and I'm doing that for like a good, so oftentimes I started with a 25-minute routine, and then I bumped it up to like 45 minutes. And then at one point I bumped it up to an hour. I'll be honest, I'm still between like the 30-minute and the 1 hour mark, but that's what I have been doing. So I've been doing that literally for 5 days a week. Okay. And so then after I do my workout, which I have to tell you, it feels amazing, even when I do my 25 minutes or 30 minutes. So if I can just give you like any tip, if you are like looking to like, whether you're looking to work out to lose weight, or just work out because you want to feel better about yourself, or just, feel more motivated, because when I tell you, when you work out, the way you're going to feel afterwards, is so worth it. Let me tell you that even after 30 minutes, I feel completely pumped. I feel completely like I can tackle my day. I'm feeling physically fit, if that even makes sense, right? Like, that's exactly how I'm feeling. I'm feeling mentally fit and physically fit. So it does this thing to your body when you are working out. And when your body starts to get used to it, your body asks for it. So I've been nonstop doing this since February, and here we are going into April. And I've been pretty faithful doing it, and I'm super proud of myself, super happy that I was able to do that, because I have the time, I'm able to do it. But let me throw this in as a caveat, right? Like, even if you do work or whatever, you do got to just make the time. And that's another thing, right? That you just got to know how to show up for yourself, right? You can work. It's okay to work. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, you shouldn't work, No, I understand that many wives that, we choose to work, our husbands may work, and we still choose to work, right? Because sometimes it just works better like that, right? However, just be intentional with showing up for yourself. So as you're showing up for others, make sure you're doing that for yourself. I can't even stress that enough, right? So this is exactly what I'm doing. Doing my workouts. I've been doing it, like I said, 5 days a week. And after I do my workouts again, after that, of course, taking a shower. Your girl is like setting up a whole atmosphere in the home, okay? I am lighting up candles. I am like, oh, it smells like strawberry. I am like literally playing the worship music on the background, just like everything is just like serene, because I'm being intentional. Again, that is my sense of self-care, because I'm showing up for myself, and it's a mental thing, right? When you hear peaceful worship, when you are just creating a scene for yourself, that really does change like even perspectives. So I've been doing that. Then after I shower and everything, then like I said, I'm just now relaxing most of the time. I start doing, whatever business that I have to do, because I do have different kinds of businesses. So I start working on that. And the beauty about that is that I can work on my schedule with that, right? And then I kind of split it up during the week. So there's times that I focus on businesses that I have and things that I'm a content creator, and I do kind of different things and even financial stuff and so forth and so on. But I also run an organization, right? So what I do is I kind of like split it, right? So when I'm doing the organization stuff, what I am doing is that after I do my workouts, then I'm taking a shower, then I'm just heading straight to the office. So I kind of break it up, right? So when I'm not heading to the office, I may be at home, but I'm still working. I'm still working my hustles. I'm doing everything I need to do. So that's been working really well. And I am so happy that I've been able to literally just plan. And for the most part, at least 98% of it, I've been able to stick to the plan. So it's not always like black and white that I wrote it down, the plan, and I did it to the letter, to the T. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but I make room for adjustments. I make room. My thing just fell. I make room for, this is my dream sign. I make room for myself, right? So everything is in my planner. So I've had this planner since the beginning of the year, and it says, with God, all things are possible. And when I tell you, I am big on planning. The word of God says in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 2, write the vision down and make it plain. It started with me writing it down, and that's how I've been able to stick with it. So that is what I've been doing, y'all. It's been an amazing, amazing journey. And I really wanted to just give you the update and share, because I know that it's been a little bit since I last shared. So I wanted to be sure to just come on in here, give you an update, and let you know that all is well. Life may not be perfect, but it's going to be as perfect as you make it. And something I've been learning is just being intentional. If you don't show any kind of intention in what you do, then what you are doing for yourself is that you're creating that space of just being pretty much like nonchalant, like just being like, it is what it is. But our attitudes mean everything, right? Your approach and everything that you do means everything. So the game changes when you change your perspective, when you change how you see things, and when you become intentional because you want to now see results, right? So that's what it has been for me. And I truly believe that that is something that I'm going to continue to do. It is a journey that I'm really excited about. And I'm actually looking forward to the next season, to the next journey, because I know this is not the only journey, but I do know that I'll be faithful in this season and in this space that the Lord has me in, and I'm embracing it. I know in the beginning I was a little bit like, I kind of miss work, this, that, but because I'm still a worker and I still do so much, it's not like I sit home and do nothing. Guess what? I am still essentially working, but it's on a different pace. And it's with a different mindset. And that's the game changer right there. So, okay, guys. Well, I don't want to keep you, because I know I've done shared enough and more than enough. So thank you again for those that did reach out. And yes, I'm looking forward to, again, the new season when it comes up. I'll let you guys know about it. But until then, I'm hoping that you're embracing the season that you are in. And if I can be of any encouragement to you, let me let you know this. Be intentional and let your attitude be one of gratefulness, and embrace the season that you are in. So listen, until next time and until the next video, this is Heidi.